So can anybody help us out and just remind us what is transactional analysis? Afnan.
Transactional analysis is basically an exchange between two people.
Brilliant. So we're looking at an exchange between two people. Why do we do that? What can you learn from it? Archie, what do you think?
You can learn how people think and how they react to certain things.
Brilliant.
So transactional analysis is the science of studying the interactions between people, because they matter a lot. And if you invite learners into the adult space, they grow up quicker and they become self-reliant, self-regulating, they're better citizens and they work harder. The key concept here is about inviting people into adulthood in a way which is beyond compliance. Schools can get compliance, but society doesn't need compliance, it needs active citizenship. We want people who are self-regulated, and that is the mission in transactional analysis.
Okay, does that make sense?
This school feels like it's special. It doesn't just teach you the normal subjects, it teaches you life skills.
I think transactional analysis is like a way to keep everyone calm and during the classroom everyone's organised and they're not messing around.
With transactional analysis, it puts everyone kind of at a level playing field, no matter if you're a teacher, if you're a learner. I think that going into a classroom knowing that you're going to be treated with the same respect that you would if you were 10 years older, I think helps a lot of learners that are kind of nervous or scared of school almost, because it makes them feel like they're listened to and it makes them feel like they are an equal and they can talk to someone about how they're feeling, if they're struggling, if they need extra help or anything like that.
When teacher and learner are in the adult discourse, and then you can really discuss learning, and you can see that in the academic outcomes of the school. 10 years ago, Matthew Moss was probably 10th out of 12 schools in the local authority in terms of outcomes. It's now second, and it's been second for 2-3 years. And again, no gap between the progress of disadvantaged learners and all learners national. That's very rare.
Which ego state would you maybe need to go into just to give them that support?
A nurturing parent.
Yeah, so sometimes nurturing parent is needed as well, and we need a balance of those ego states, don't we, to help that person in that situation. Brilliant.
So transactional analysis talks in terms of 3 roles, and one is the adult role, the adult state, and this is the here and now, accounting, reasonable, logical space. There is also a parental role, and there is a child role, which is based in our historic experience of how we felt about the big people. So our adult space is where we are most powerful, we are learning, we are cooperative, we are social, we are effective.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Betty. How are you?
I'm good, Miss, but you know, in maths, I feel like so many people are disruptive and I feel like I can't get my learning done. Do you think you have any solutions to that?
Do you know what I really appreciate? You're coming forward to this from a really adult perspective. We will absolutely look into this, okay? I'm sorry that that's happening. Is it all the time? Is it one particular lesson?
Any thoughts on this, folks?
It's great that she's been confident enough to come forward and say that, isn't it? That she can have that adult-to-adult discussion with Jenna about the fact that she's not happy about something, that she doesn't just have to put up with it, something passively happening to her, and that she can voice her opinion even though it might be something that's probably difficult for Jenna to hear.
A lot of schools, the default setting of interaction is critical parent, adaptive child. Sit down, yes miss. That is not illegal. In fact, it's really necessary as part of the interactional menu. It ain't Glastonbury. But if that is the default setting, where's the invitation to adult life?
Transactional analysis is a framework for our culture, and it provides a common language for staff, learners and parents to use so we can build and reinforce our culture incredibly quickly. Learners know that we're not looking at them through a deficit model, so as a result they put in extra effort into their studies and they achieve very well.
We can see that in terms of figures that we receive from Life Beyond School. Our NEETs are really low, so learners who are not in education, employment or training. It's half that of the local authority, which is a real positive. And then learners that choose to study at sixth form, 2/3 of our intake, 90% of those continue their studying and pursue a university place and study at university as well.
Whoa, stop! Why don't we run here?
People walking around.
Okay. We're not an adult. That's not okay.
Okay, sorry.
I appreciate the apology, I really do. Why are we not allowed to run here?
People do walking.
Yeah, and bump into each other. You're allowed to go wherever you want to go in this building. All right, we trust you. We can run in all this beautiful open space. Can we go and do it there, please?
Yes.
Go on, go for it.
Probably from year 7 here in our school, it's not like the teacher is just someone superior than you, stood at the front of the classroom, just giving a bunch of commands, giving a bunch of orders. Our teacher here is kind of an adaptive environment.
I've actually got a cousin who's been in one of these schools where it's zero tolerance, and no offense to him, but he hasn't done as well as he could have. There's no support for him really. I just feel that he could have done so much better if he'd had a real understanding with his teachers, and if he felt like he could have gained that support.
I think that other schools haven't looked at this piece because it feels counterproductive. It feels a bit hippie-ish, when actually the hard world of business has embraced this work long ago. It's about organisational effectiveness. It's about getting the most out of people. And so it's habit that we haven't looked at it. It's easily discounted when actually it's incredibly powerful. It's actually the best theories are just an echo of what we believe anyway and see anyway. They just distill it into words which are really useful within an organisation. So it's not esoteric, it ain't tie-dye, it's actually on point in terms of a really effective organisation.
At lunch you can like go anywhere you want, so you have like way more freedom to be able to do things, like, and in other schools they'll just say like get out, you're not allowed in here. But here it's like, it makes you want to come in. It's actually nice to like be in school.
Oh my goodness. Wow.